bit about the band, as far as the members, who's in the band, and then what instruments do they play as well?
Well, Bunny, my right hand, you know what I mean? Me and Bunny been doing this official biz thing since 2008, I believe. Yeah, since
Cool.
2008. She been kind of in and out a little taste. She left for a year or two, came back, left for an interview. You know how siblings are. We fight. But yeah, no, Bunny's been with me for a while. She plays keys and vocals, does a lot of the songwriting in the band. That's my production partner. Me and her have done more production with different people. Like we produced a remix for Brown Mark. Yeah, called Stressing Me Out.
Okay.
That was a while ago. Yeah, so we produced that. Actually, we got that shot because we had dropped Bunny's single, Your Time.
Yeah.
We had dropped that single, and right when we dropped it, Brown Mark was in our inbox on social media, like, "Hey, we got to talk," and he wanted
Nice.
us to like produce some stuff for Maserati at the time, and because he was resurrecting that, so
Yeah.
then, but we ended up doing the remix for them, and that was cool. And can I give you a little story on Bunny since we got a little time?
Knock
So,
yourself out. Knock
all
yourself
right, so this thing with Bunny, which led to some other stuff. I did we were playing a show at this place called Rapport in Rancho Cucamonga. It was back
out.
in 2000, I would say, I want to say 13, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
13. So we was doing a show. Now, anybody that knows me personally knows I'm a big mark for Jesse Johnson. Everybody knows that. So we doing a show and he walks through the door, right? When I say I froze, stop playing. You know what I mean? We had the singer in the band at the time. He had to elbow me, like, man, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Man, you know who that is? And so anyway, so I ran off stage after the set, Mr. Johnson, blah, blah, blah. I'm fanboying,
Yeah,
big time.
of
And so,
course.
yeah, man. So Bunny walks up. I said, Bunny, this is Jesse Johnson. She's like, who? I'm like, oh boy. I said, the song Jungle Love. Cut him, Jesse. She was like, oh, snap. And she realized it too. But anyway, we get up there, we jam. I get the jam with my childhood idol. I mean, I could have stopped doing music right then. I was, big time, like
Yeah,
starstruck.
mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
But
Huh?
yeah, done. Thank you. Good night. Hey, what's funny is we was on stage and Bobby Rossavila and his brother Izzy got on stage. They jammed with us, right?
Wow.
So I'm
Wow.
playing bass, and I'm just like I said, I'm still starstruck. And this dude tapped me. I'm like, hey man, let me play bass. Let me play bass. And I'm like, who in the hell want to play bass while I'm living my dream?
Yeah.
I turn around, it's Raphael Sadiq. I'm like, well,
But
here
here
you
you
go,
go.
bro. Oh yeah, man. I moved to keys, so I
Right,
was
right.
like, all right, cool. But yeah, so that night he gave me his number and all that. So that was 2013, right?
Mhm.
Fast forward to about 2019, I want to say, something like that. No, wait. It was the very first Prince celebration with Jesse headlined at Paisley Park. You remember that?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, I hadn't talked to Jesse at all since that night.
Mhm.
So when I saw he was headlining, I just shot him a text and just said, hey, congratulations on the headline. If anybody's supposed to be there headlining, it's you.
Right.
And so he was like, cool. By that time, we had already done the Brown Mark thing and all of that stuff. And so then he called me the next day. Jesse called me the next day. And I'm looking at my phone like, wow, he's calling. You know what I'm saying? Telling you, a big fanboy. So he hit me up and he's like, yeah, I saw your text, man. I was about to go on stage when you called and blah, blah, blah. But he's talking to me like we've been talking the whole time. And I'm like, dude, I ain't talked to you since that night. And so he asked me, did I know a keyboard player? And I told him I got two in my band, and he chose Bunny, right? And so Bunny ended up doing a little tour with him out in Japan after that, right? Yeah, so she went, did some shows with him and stuff, and that was cool. And on the way back, she hooked up with this guy. What is his name? Neil, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
Neil. He's the one that booked Jesse over there. And then Jesse's manager, Plaid. You know Plaid,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Plaid. He knew some people too. So he hooked Jesse up with this guy named Chris Harnell, who was working at Real Music Radio, right? And so then after got introduced to him. Then that's how we met Jeff Lunar. That's where we
Okay.
met him. And so Jeff was managing Jelly Bean, right? Telling you, it's like six
Yeah, a
degrees
domino
separated.
effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then we ended up producing some stuff for Jelly, Renaissance and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then through Jeff, who also got us the gig producing Sananda Matria, which is Terrence Trent D'Arby now. So
Right. Right.
yeah, well, he's Sananda now. So we produced that too. So, that whole Minneapolis thing kind of dominoed for us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And Bunny's been my production partner for a while now, and we've been releasing albums and product and all that kind of stuff. And that's Bunny's story. So I had to give you all that just to give you Bunny's story. All right. So now you know.
Yeah.
Me and the goddess Diana on keys and vocals. She's a great vocalist. Like her vocals are something special, and she's funky, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, she's been around for like almost 3.5 years now. We've known each other for a lot longer. We just could never make it work. She was playing in other bands and I already had keyboard player and all that. So we just never made it work
Okay.
until about 3 years ago. So yeah, Diana, she's been with us for about 3.5 years. I think it'll be 4 years in October. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Herbie on drums. That's been 6 years, I believe. I want to say
Okay.
6 years. Yeah, we had like another guitar player and another keyboard player that he was playing with. And so when we lost our drummer, they recommended him. And they all three came in, joined Official Biz for a minute. Then the guitar player and keyboard player quit, and Mr. Herbie stayed.
Okay.
So that's how he's been in for a while. And then we got Coyote, Cody Brayer. I've been knowing him for a while too, since like 2014. But he was always doing his thing. And last year we just had a conversation that said, "Hey man, this could be the home team. You can still go do what you do, because the
Yeah.
musicians got to make money, right?
Yeah.
But in this situation, this is about original music. So we're not gonna be about to be out there doing a bunch of cover gigs and all that. We do it to stay sharp, stay tuned up, stay in shape, and to get our music out there, right?
Right. Right.
But that's how he got in. We've known each other for a while, and then we ended up doing a cover gig together. Somebody called me that called him, and that's when we had a conversation last year. And next thing you know, he's wearing an Obiz jersey. So yeah, so that's the band right there, man. That's how we all came together. Bunny being around the longest,